guys, I am Vishwanath Yadav. I have passed MSc Mathematics from Tribhuvan University. My teaching experience is about 25 years. In today's session, I would like to introduce derivative for class 12. It is a part of calculus. It is one of the most important topic for 12 graded A student. First, I would like to define derivative of a function. Derivative भनेको के हो? यसमा right hand derivative, left hand derivative पनि हुन्छ. So what is right hand derivative and left hand derivative? For the definition, let f r to r be a function and a be a real number. If limit h tends to 0, f a plus h minus f a by h exists, it is called the right hand derivative of the function f at a point x is equal to a. It is denoted by r f prime a. So right hand derivative of function f at a is equal to limit h tends to 0 f a plus h minus f a by h. यो फ्रैक्शन को f a plus h minus f a by h लिमिट h tends to 0 को भ्यालु लाई नै के भन्ने गरिन्छ? राइट ह्यान्ड डेरिभेटिभ अफ द फंक्शन f at a, and it is represented by r f prime a. Similarly, the left hand derivative of the function f at a point a can be defined as, for the left hand derivative of the function, again we have taken the function f from r to r, means real valued function of a real variable, and a is any real number. If limit h tends to 0, f a minus h minus f a by minus h exists, it is called left hand derivative of the function f at a point x is equal to a. It is denoted by L f prime a. So L f prime a is equal to limit h tends to 0 f a minus h minus f a by minus h. Means यो fraction को limit h tends to 0 मा value लाई के भन्ने गरिन्छ? Left hand derivative of the function f at point a, and it is represented by L f prime a. I have defined just left hand derivative and right hand derivative of a function at a point. Then what is the definition of derivative of a function at a point? For this, again we are taking the function f from r to r, means real valued function of a real variable, and a is any real number. Then the function f is said to be differentiable at a point x is equal to a if right hand derivative of this function is equal to left hand derivative of the function. The derivative of a function at point a is represented by f prime a. So f prime a is equal to right hand derivative of the function at point a and also left hand derivative of the function at point a. So कुनै function को right hand derivative र left hand derivative equal छ भने what we say? The derivative of the function exists. The question मा मानु whether the derivative of a function exists or not, if we have to check, के गर्नुपर्छ? First we have to find right hand derivative, then left hand derivative. If these are equal, then we say the derivative of the function exists at that point and it is represented by f prime a. That is f prime a, it is equal to right hand derivative of the function at point a, means limit h tends to 0 f a plus h minus f a by h, and that is equal to the left hand derivative of the function at point a, means limit h tends to 0 f a minus h minus f a by minus h. त्यसैले f prime a भनेको राइट ह्यान्ड डेरिभेटिभ को भ्यालु को इक्वल, लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड डेरिभेटिभ को भ्यालु को इक्वल, यो दुवैको भ्यालु इक्वल नै हुनुपर्छ, अदरवाइज डेरिभेटिभ अफ द फंक्शन विल नट एक्जिस्ट. त्यसैले यदि डेरिभेटिभ निकाल्नु छ भने वी क्यान फाइन्ड आफ्टर फाइन्डिङ द राइट ह्यान्ड डेरिभेटिभ and also left hand derivative, any one of them, if we are finding the derivative will be same. So यदि कुनै फंक्शन को find the derivative सोध्दै छ भने यो राइट ह्यान्ड डेरिभेटिभ या लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड डेरिभेटिभ जुनसुकै क्याल्कुलेसन गर्दा पनि त्यो नै भ्यालु के हुन्छ? डेरिभेटिभ अफ द फंक्शन. सो डेरिभेटिभ निकाल्नु भनेको के हो? यो फ्र्याक्सन को लिमिट निकाल्नु. राइट ह्यान्ड यो फ्र्याक्सन को लिमिट h टेन्ड्स टु 0 मा भ्यालु, या यो फ्र्याक्सन एफ ए माइनस एच माइनस एफ ए बाई माइनस एच को लिमिट एच टेन्स टु 0 मा भ्यालु जुनसुकै भ्यालु क्यालकुलेसन गरे पनि दुवै भ्यालु हुन्छ इक्वल अनि मात्रै डेरिभेटिभ एक्जिस्ट हुन्छ। त्यसैले फाइन्ड बाई द डेफिनिसन डेरिभेटिभ यदि सोधेको हो भने यो फ्र्याक्सनको पनि लिमिट लिए हुन्छ या यो फ्र्याक्सनको लिमिट एच टेन्स टु 0 मा भ्यालु पनि क्यालकुलेसन गर्दा दैट इज कॉल्ड द डेरिभेटिभ अफ द फंक्शन एट अ पोइन्ट। So this is the definition of derivative of a function at a point. So if you have to find only the derivative of a function, means derivative everywhere of its domain throughout the domain, how we find? Thus the derivative of a function f denoted by f prime x is defined as f prime x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f x plus h minus f x by h is equal to limit h tends to 0 f x minus h minus f x by minus h. So कुनै फंक्शन को डेरिभेटिभ निकाल्नु छ at any point x, then we can write the definition like this. यो भयो right hand derivative, यो छ left hand derivative. x is a variable, x is its value varies throughout the domain. So derivative of a function at any point, if we have to find, we can apply this definition for the derivative. Let us take an example of the derivative of a function. By definition, find the derivative of the function e to the power sin x. Here we have fx is equal to e to the power sin x. By definition, f prime x means derivative of function f is equal to limit h tends to 0 f x plus h minus f x by h. This is called right hand derivative. Whether we find the limit of this fraction or limit h tends to 0 f x minus h minus f x by minus h, the value will be same, and that will be the derivative of the function fx represented by f prime x. Limit h tends to 0 f x plus h minus f x by h, we have to find its value. Fx is e to the power sin x, so f x plus h is e to the power sin x plus h minus e to the power sin x by h. We have to find its limit. Representing sin x is equal to y. When x increases by h, the corresponding increment in y is represented by k, so that sin x plus h is equal to y plus k. As h tends to 0, when we take limit h tends to 0, what will happen? Sin x plus h becomes sin x, and sin x is equal to y. So how can you make it y? When we take limit of k tends to 0. So as h tends to 0, k tends to 0. यसमा यदि h tends to 0 लिमिट युज गर्छु भने sin x plus h हुन्छ sin x, र sin x means y. So how can you make it y? By taking k tends to 0. So as h tends to 0, k tends to 0. Therefore limit h tends to 0 e to the power sin x plus h minus e to the power sin x by h, we have to find its limit. When we substitute for sin x y, and then sin x plus h becomes y plus k, after substitution this fraction becomes e to the power y plus k minus e to the power y by h. As h tends to 0, k also tends to 0. We are writing both. So in this fraction, as we have not only k but also h, that's why we are writing h tends to 0 and also k tends to 0. h tends to 0 हुँदा k tends to 0 पनि हुन्छ. यो फ्र्याक्सनमा h मात्रै नभएर k पनि छ. त्यसकारण h tends to 0, k tends to 0, both are written. K tends to 0 means k is not equal to 0. So k by k, it is equal to 1. Same fraction is written. These two will produce no effect, as k by k being 1. E to the power y remains unchanged even when we take h tends to 0 and also k tends to 0. So this has been written e to the power y times limit of this fraction. e to the power y लाई h tends to 0 या k tends to 0 लिँदा कुनै फरक पर्दैन, यसमा कुनै चेन्ज आउँदैन किनभने यसमा h र k नै छैन e to the power y मा, यो फ्र्याक्सनमा र यहाँ h k भएकोले यसलाई इफेक्ट गर्छ, त्यसैले लिमिट पछि यो फ्याक्टर लेखेछु र लिमिटको अगाडिको फ्याक्टर e to the power y लेख्न सकिन्छ। सब्स्टिट्युसन गर्दा y plus k is written for sin s plus h and y is written for sin x. Taking limit in these two fractions, in first factor limit k tends to 0, यसमा भेरिएबल k भएकोले k tends to 0, सेकेन्ड फ्याक्टरमा h tends to 0 लिमिट इज टेकन, यहाँ k tends to 0 लेख्दा यस फ्र्याक्सनमा कुनै फरक पर्दैन, h भेरिएबल भएकोले h tends to 0 has been written, यहाँ के लेखेछु लिमिट k tends to 0. This fraction takes the form 0 by 0 at h is equal to 0. यो 0 by 0 फर्म हटाउने ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक फंक्शन को लागि we know the formula. What is that? Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is equal to 1 where theta is in radian. त्यो फर्मुला अप्लाई गर्नुपर्छ यहाँ, तर यो sin c minus sin d को फर्ममा भएकोले we apply the formula of trigonometry sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Taking limit of these two factors separately, 2 cos 2x plus h by 2 into sin h by 2 divided by h. यसमा यो फ्याक्टरमा 0 हुँदैन while taking h tends to 0, तर सेकेन्ड फ्याक्टरमा while taking limit h tends to 0 sin h by 2 becomes 0, डिभाइजर पनि 0. सो यो फ्याक्टरले गर्दा हुन्छ 0 by 0 फर्म at h is equal to 0. त्यसैले यो फ्याक्टरमा हामी कुन फर्मुला अप्लाई गर्छौं, लिमिट थीटा टेन्ड्स टु 0 sin theta by theta where theta is in radian, it is equal to 1. so sin को एंगल छ h by 2, डिभाइजर हो only h, we have to make same divisor, so multiply and divide by 2, h by 2 into 1 by 2 गर्दा यो 2 क्यान्सल हुन्छ. एक्सपोनेन्शियल फंक्शन को लिमिट को केसमा हामीले 11th क्लासमै क्वेशन गरेको थियौं, लिमिट k टेन्ड्स टु 0 e to the power k minus 1 by k, its value is 1. While taking h tends to 0, this factor becomes 2 cos x into, as being this fraction in the form, limit h tends to 0 sin h by 2 divided by h by 2, means it is in the form limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta, so its value is 1 into 1 by 2, 2 1 by 2 cancel, y is written for sin x. So derivative of e to the power sin x is e to the power sin x into cos x. यो डेरिभेसनमा हामीले एउटा युज गरेछु 11th क्लासमा गरिसकेको फर्मुला, लिमिट h tends to 0 e to the power h minus 1 by h is equal to 1. यो भेरिएबल h को सट्टा के लेख्दा पनि लिमिट k tends to 0 लेख्यो भने लिमिट अफ द फ्र्याक्सन बिकम्स 1. यहाँ जुनसुकै भेरिएबल युज गर्दा यदि त्यो भेरिएबल को लिमिट 0 छ भने फ्र्याक्सन को लिमिट हुन्छ 1. Instead of this, we can also write limit x tends to 0 e to the power x minus 1 by x, s को भ्यालु पनि 1. e को पावर में x -1 डिवाइडर x x टेन्स टू 0 छ भने यो सेम फर्म को यसको भ्यालु पनि 1 x नलेखेर y लेखे पनि हुन्छ लिमिट y टेन्स टू 0 e to the power y -1 by y is equal to 1. We can also take limit k tends to 0 e to the power k -1 by k is equal to 1. Let us write the proof of this. E to the power x, it is an exponential function. It represents an infinite series. The first term of the series is 1. Second is x by factorial 1, x square by factorial 2, x cube by factorial 3, this series is the expansion of the exponential function e to the power x. This series is not finite. 1 plus x by factorial 1. This is factorial 1. X square by factorial 2. Factorial 2 means product of 1 and 2. X cube by factorial 3. Factorial 3 means 1 into 2 into 3. Product of first 3 natural numbers. The next term will be similarly x to the power 4 by factorial 4. Thereafter x to the power 5 by factorial 5. Gradually the terms can be written with the increasing power of x and the factorial of the natural numbers. It is also in increasing order, and then -1 divided by x. So this series is the expansion of e to the power x. 1 minus 1, when we cancel, what will remain in numerator? X by factorial 1, x square by factorial 2, x cube by factorial 3, x to the power 4 by factorial 4, and so on. So after this third term, all the terms possess variable x with the power of x, increasing power of x. In the fourth term, x to the power 4 by factorial 4. In fifth term, x to the power 5 by factorial 5. Gradually, in this way, all the terms will contain variable x and the series is infinite. So from them, we can take x common. When x is taken from numerator common, the series has terms 1 by factorial 1 plus x by factorial 2 plus x square by factorial 3. In this way, x cube by factorial 4 and so on. X by x is 1 as x is non-zero, as x tends to 0 is given, means x is not equal to 0. When a non-zero number is divided by itself, then the quotient is 1. So in this series, while taking limit x tends to 0, except the first term, all the terms varies. As a result, limit of the series becomes 1. Factorial 1 is equal to 1. These all terms varies as being variable x in all these terms except first term. That's why while taking x tends to 0, these all terms varies and only first term will remain. So its value is 1. So in this way, we can prove limit x tends to 0 e to the power x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. र यसै फर्मुलाको युज केमा गरेछु e to the power sin x को डेरिभेटिभमा. Let us take one more example of the derivative of the function. Find the derivative of the function e to the power tan x. By definition, fx is equal to e to the power tan x. By definition, By definition of the derivative, f prime x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f x plus h minus f x by h, or we can write limit h tends to 0 f x minus h minus f x by minus h. Fx is e to the power 10x, then fx plus h, when x increases by h, then e to the power 10, angle of 10 becomes x plus h, त्यसैले fx plus h becomes e to the power 10 x plus h minus e to the power 10x. Representing tan x is equal to y, representing tan x is equal to y, when x increases by h, the corresponding increment in y is represented by k, so that tan x plus h so that tan x plus h is equal to y plus k. What will be the limit when h tends to 0? As we have to find limit of this fraction when h tends to 0, त्यसैले h tends to 0 हुँदा यो न्यू भेरिएबलमा के चेन्ज हुन्छ? h tends to 0 भयो भने tan x plus h becomes tan x. यो tan x हो भने tan x is equal to y. So how can we write it y? While taking limit of k also tends to 0. त्यसैले h tends to 0 छ भने यसमा सब्स्टिट्युसन गर्दा लिमिट लिँदा tan x हुन्छ र tan x means y हो. How can we get y? While taking k tends to 0. So h tends to 0 छ भने k tends to 0 पनि हुनुपर्छ. So after substitution of tan x by y and tan x plus h by y plus k, what becomes this fraction? The fraction e to the power tan x plus h minus e to the power tan x by h becomes e to the power y plus k minus e to the power y by h. यसमा भेरिएबल h, यहाँ छ लिमिट h tends to 0, त्यसैले यसको लिमिट पनि h tends to 0. यसमा h tends to 0 मात्रै नभएर corresponding to h tends to 0 k also tends to 0. Then these two fractions have same limiting value. K divided by k, it is equal to 1, and by 1 any function can be multiplied, it remains unchanged. Y plus k minus y is not different from k in the numerator. E to the power y is independent of h and k. Limit h tends to 0 and limit k tends to 0 use गर्दा e to the power y लाई कुनै चेन्ज हुँदैन. त्यसैले e to the power y into limit h tends to 0 and limit k tends to 0, e to the power k minus 1 by k into y plus k is written for tan s plus h y plus k tan x plus h, these are same. y is written for tan x, त्यसैले y plus k लाई रिप्लेसमेन्ट गरेछु tan x plus h ले र y लाई tan x ले। यो फ्र्याक्सनमा भेरिएबल छ के, त्यसैले यहाँ h टेन्स टु 0 ले कुनै फरक पार्दैन। हामीले यहाँ के लेखिरहेको छु, लिमिट k टेन्स टु 0 e टु द पावर k minus 1 by k, h tends to 0 लेखे पनि हुन्छ, but it will produce no effect in this fraction. तर सेकेन्ड फ्याक्टरमा h भएकोले यहाँ h टेन्स टु 0 लेख्दैछु, यहाँ k टेन्स टु 0 लेख्दा यसले कुनै फरक पार्दैन यो फ्र्याक्सनमा। और tan लाई sin cos मा चेन्ज गर्दैछु, it takes the form 0 by 0 at h is equal to 0, त्यसैले यसको लिमिटको लागि sin cos मा चेन्ज गर्दैछु। as we want to apply the formula limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is equal to 1, sin a into cos b minus cos a into sin b, it is sin a minus b. While taking limit k tends to 0 e to the power k minus 1 divided by k, just we have proved its limit is 1. Limit h tends to 0 sin h by h, it is also 1, as being in the form limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is equal to 1. Geometrically we have proved in class 11th. While taking limit h tends to 0 in this factor cos x into cos x, y is represented for tan x e to the power tan x into 1 by cos a square x or e to the power tan x into sec a square x. So derivative of e to the power tan x is e to the power tan x into sec a square x. We have determined it by the definition of derivative. त्यसरी definition derivative को के छ, त्यो definition use गरेर we have solved some examples by using the definition of derivative. त्यसमा e to the power sin x, e to the power cos x, e to the power tan x, e to the power root x, यस्तो डिफरेन्ट क्वेसन्स को यस्तै मेथडबाट डिफिनिसन युज गरेर क्वेसन गर्न सकिन्छ। दिस इज वान अफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट क्वेसन्स। त्यसरी मैले आज एक्सप्लेन गरेको यदि बुझेको हो भने all students are requested to like and share this video र फर्दर अपडेट को लागि दि च्यानल आर्ट अफ म्याथमेटिक्स को सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु। सब्स्क्राइब गर्दा जति पनि लेटेस्ट भिडियो हुन्छ त्यो हेर्न सकिन्छ। थ्यांक यू।